everybody, it's Lauren, and I am doing a VR for Space Between the Notes. I thought it was a fun and interesting topic, matching music and cards. And the first thing he wanted us to speak about is how what we think about that combination. You know, connecting what he said the archetypes of the tarot would be to the moods of certain pieces of music. Well, what I think is that everything is made from color, light, and sound, and so I think it's a perfect fit. Okay, the second question is to choose a piece of music and match it with a card, and immediately what came to my mind is a piece of music I love very much. It is the Brahms Violin Concerto, and there are several versions. I have my favorite version here, and it's actually linked below. Incidentally, years ago when I was kind of suffering a bit of a heartbreak, I listened to this piece of music every day for months, so I know it intimately. And the card that came to my mind was the Knight of Cups, but not just the Knight of Cups as we see here on his horse. To me, it's the Knight of Cups as he has journeyed through his suit of cups. The piece starts out with a lot of energy and a lot of desire, but it doesn't seem to be focused yet. It almost seems to me that it's still in the mental realm, and it really hasn't penetrated his heart. And it goes on, you know, where he's trying, in my opinion, to make connections, and he's expanding outward, finding that he's not really getting what it is that he wants. So there are times in the song where you'll feel a bit of ennui that you see here in the 4, and lost that you see here in the 5. And there are moments where it slows down, gives a chance to really reflect about what it is that you've experienced in the past that was helpful and healing, and what it is that you want moving forward, as we see in the 6 and the 7 of Cups. And there are moments in these pieces of music, there are 3 movements, that are so tender and so delicate. And I just feel that it's the Knight of Cups is starting to understand, you know, what it is that his heart wants and how to go about finding it. And it's, you know, not just about getting love outward, but filling his own cup and really understanding himself inwardly first, in order to find that true happiness that he is looking for. And those tender moments are just so beautifully healing. And I feel that those are the moments in the piece that are the strongest, even though they're the quietest. And so at the end of the piece, what I see is that the Knight of Cups has learned something so penetratingly deep about his own heart, how to be tender with his own heart, and how to hold someone else's heart just as tenderly. And because I feel that he's gotten to that point, I see that in my mind, that he removes his armor and steps into kingship of his suit. So that's how it speaks to me. The next question was the opposite, to choose a card first and then match it with a piece of music. So when I went, I picked a card, and the Chariot came up, and I did connect it with a piece of music. But I want to say a couple things before I tell you what that is that Space was really, I think what he was trying to have us do was to concentrate on the music and not the lyrics of a song, because honestly, I can go through a deck and think of so many songs, and different decks would even have different songs. Just lyrically, I'll think of different songs. Also, I just want to make the point that I feel in a well-crafted song, the music and the song go complement each other. You know, so just for instance, in Floyd's song Fearless, the music takes you upward, upward, and the song speaks about climbing. So, you know, that makes sense to me. But I also just felt I wanted to try to do what he had asked and pick another song without lyrics. So again, this is a CD that I know very well, and I picked the song Sailor's Tale off of this old CD by King Crimson. And the song, in the beginning of the song, it's very driving, and you can almost hear the hooves of the horses pounding on the ground, and the horns come in, and to me at moments it sounds like the neighing, wild neighing of these horses, and at other times it reminds me of horns from a car or a truck. But in the middle of the song, it slows down. And that's when we realize that truly this is an inner journey that we're taking with the chariot. And then when the song picks up again, it picks up just with a subtle difference. And that difference is a little more focus and a little more sense of victory and purpose in completing the journey. So the last question was, how did we feel, I guess, about doing this, or what did we get out of it? Now, how I felt was, this was fun for me, and it's something I do kind of anyway. It was a natural fit for me to do this. And what I got out of it was, it's like creating a movie in your head, right, when you're combining pictures and music. So it was a lot of fun. Thank you, Space, and thank you, everyone, my dear friends, for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye now.